Welcome back to StartupHakk. Here at StartupHakk, we love training software developers and building custom software solutions. I do a lot of work as a fractional CTO, and with over a decade of executive leadership experience and a solid 25 years in software development, I've mastered the art of transforming technology, teams, and products. So today we're tackling a very hot topic, the end of software developers. Can AI replace us? This question has been buzzing around the tech community, especially with the advances of AI and how quickly those advances with tools like ChatGPT and some of the other AI tools. So we're going to dive into this topic today and hit on some of them and what my thoughts are on them. All right, so let's jump into this topic today, and we're going to jump through. Now, I've been hearing about the end of software developers and, your job's going to be replaced and you're going to be obsolete. And I've been hearing about this for a lot of years, but the noise has gotten really loud since ChatGPT released, and we've started to see this AI arms race. So we're going to break this down into 5 different key top points where we explore why software developers are here to stay and why I don't think AI will replace us anytime soon. So, and we're going to dive in and have some fun with this. So, there's a lot of complexity about building real-world applications. If this were easy, it would have been automated years ago. AI tools can generate code and automate certain tasks, but the complexity of real-world applications requires more than just code generation. It requires designing, developing, testing, deploying, maintaining, debugging, working with product managers, etc. And so when you talk about all of that and to build an application, it involves millions of small details and thousands of components to work together seamlessly. So imagine asking AI to debug a complex system. It's like asking your dog to cook a gourmet meal. Sure, the dog may be able to go and fetch the spatula, but you're not getting a souffle dinner. This level of complexity requires deep technical knowledge and the ability to understand intricate systems. So AI can assist us, but it definitely won't replace us and the nuanced expertise required for such a project, especially while these old projects lay around. So I really like this joke that I saw and I posted it out on out here a little bit ago, but I'm going to pull it up here now. So this is a joke that I saw when ChatGPT came out. It said, "Hey, dude, your job is done for. I just made an entire website with ChatGPT," because that's all of us developers do, right? Is build websites. He's like, "You want to see it?" And the response is, "Sure." And what does he get? The path to an index.html file, right? So it's about as effective as the code that was written there, which I'm sure was buggy anyways. And so, I just really think, though, this highlights and really kind of in just this very simple joke explains why I don't think developers are going away anytime soon. As soon as, this one person company myth, I think we're still a ways off from it. There may be some companies you can do that with, but not if it's developing software. Now, I got a lot of this from this article here that I was reading, and I'm going to put the link in the article down below. I definitely recommend it. It's from Matt Wells. She's fantastic. And so, this has really kicked off a lot of my thinking around this, and I'm kind of giving some of my thoughts around what this is. But I just, ultimately, I think ultimately systems are really too complex and intricate to really be, to be replacing developers certainly anytime soon. So let's jump back into some more points here that I've got. So next, the evolution of tools and the role of developers. So the notion that programmers will be obsolete certainly isn't new. I've been hearing it the whole 25 years of my career, and certain authors that I was referring to, as well as other authors, that the sentiment's been around since the 80s, and that as soon as app generators and other tools came out, when databases were very first introduced, they said, "Oh, this is going to replace developers. We'll be able to store all the world." So despite these advancements, the role of software developers has evolved, but it's not disappeared. Do you remember when we were told in the early 80s that computers were going to totally replace paper, and we'd have a paperless office and we'd never have paper? So, obviously it has in a lot of cases, but in other places, there's still paper. And I think that, and how long has it taken us to get that far? How much are we still relying on fax machines, right? And yet, the internet was going to replace fax machines, right? So we're still waiting on a lot of this. Tools like AI and automated code generators enhance productivity, but they do not eliminate the need for a skilled developer. They're part of the developer's toolkit that help to streamline certain tasks while allowing developers to focus on higher level problem solving and innovation. Next, let's dive into the myth of the universal system. And I think in order for AI to actually ever be able to work, we'd have to have a universal system. And so there's a dream of this universal solution that can handle all software development tasks, and it's an old one, and it's been pointed out for a long time. And so the early AI efforts also aim for a universal solution, and they've fallen short as well. It's like trying to fix everything in your house with a single screwdriver, and good luck with that leaky faucet. The reality is that sufficiently complex phenomena like software development requires a mix of suitable solutions. Neural networks and AI are powerful tools, but they're not the universal tool. They need to work alongside traditional software engineering methods. I was trying to solve a problem the other day, and it was a problem for a youth camp that I'm working on. And I went through and with ChatGPT, and it was interesting because it gave me a lot of good ideas, but it ultimately couldn't solve the problem because it couldn't think out of the box or outside of the containment of the directions that I'd given it. And so ultimately, as you can ask all product managers, if we always build exactly what the product managers were asked for, some of those would be pretty scary systems. So next, that leads me right into the human creativity and adaptability. One of the key strengths of human developers is creativity and adaptability. AI can analyze data and generate a lot of code based on patterns, but it lacks the creativity to innovate new solutions or adapt to unexpected changes. Developers bring a unique perspective, understanding user needs, designing intuitive interfaces, and functionalities that resonate with users. It's like comparing a master chef to a microwave. Both will prepare a meal for you, right? But one creates a culinary masterpiece, and the other just heats up leftovers. So if all you want from your application is but a bunch of heated up leftovers, that's what AI is going to bring to you. The culinary masterpiece is what some really good development can bring to you. And that's why here at StartupHakk, we love to focus on building custom software solutions for folks. We're scaling out our software consulting side of the business, and it's growing very quickly. But we'd love to help you out, so you can always hit me up at startuphakk.com/Spencer, and I'd love to reach out and give you some help. But anyways, this creativity and adaptability is the ability to adapt is something AI just can't replace at the end of the day. Lastly, the future. Let's talk about the future of software development. And of course, this is my opinion. I could be totally wrong. And if you think I'm wrong, hit me up in the comments down below. But when I hear like the CEO of NVIDIA say that we're going to replace developers and that they're never going to be needed again, what do you think he's trying to do? He's trying to sell a stock price, right? Like that's good for him if people buy into that theme. But ultimately, even he has come back and backtracked and said, no, we still need developers. I mean, they're trying to recruit the best developers. And Sam Altman says, no, AI to advance is going to need a lot of development. And so we continue to need developers. They're not going away. AI and automation will continue to transform the software development landscape, but they will not augment, or they'll augment rather than replace developers. The future of software development lies in collaboration between AI tools and human expertise. Developers who embrace these tools can enhance their productivity and focus on more strategic aspects of development. I've said it all along. I don't think that AI is going to replace developers, but a developer who knows how to use AI might replace you. So you need to continuously learn and adapt to these new technologies, this will be key for whether or not you're going to stay relevant and thrive in this evolving landscape. So ultimately, at the end, and again, I love having a healthy discussion. My favorite thing truly is when I hear the ding and get a comment from you guys. So please throw your comments out here. But inclusion, while AI and automation are powerful tools that will continue to shape the development industry, as will like low-code and no-code systems, they're not poised to replace human developers. The inability to connect complex systems, the need for real-world applications, the evolution of tools, the myth of this universal solution, and the irreplaceable human creativity and adaptability ensure that developers will remain essential. AI will enhance our capabilities, not eradicate them. And so I would encourage junior developers to be using AI a lot to learn and to be getting better. I'd be encouraging senior developers to be making sure that they're using AI to do the routine grunt tasks to make them more efficient and to be checking and doing testing. There's a lot of great tools. And so I definitely use AI very frequently for a lot of different things. But at the end of the day, it cannot replace a good developer, nor will it replace the creativity of an enterprise architect. So what are your thoughts? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Again, I love having a great discussion, so make sure to leave a comment. Here at StartupHakk, we love to train software developers in our coding boot camps and to build custom software solutions. So make sure you reach out. We'd love to help with anything that we can. Hit those links down below. I'm also going to throw some of these articles that I was talking about down into the description. So as always, make sure you like and subscribe, and we will catch you guys next time. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel because we bring you lots of great tutorials and tips that every developer should know. See you next time.